Welcome to the Utah Street Banter Podcast.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode here on the Utah Street Banter Podcast. I'm Cody. With me, like always, is Elijah. What's up, man?
Not much. How's everybody doing today?
Oh, man. It's another beautiful day in paradise. Actually, it's beautiful here.
It is a beautiful day.
The Orioles have an off day today.
Thankfully.
We're recording this on Monday, July what? It's
First.
July 1st. Oh, shoot. Monday,
first
July
of the month.
1st. We're finally out of the terrible month of June with the one day off for the O's. And
Yeah.
Did you have a day off
No, I did
today?
not.
No?
No,
Oh, you worked
no.
today.
I did work
Yeah,
today.
I worked a little bit today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
That's
but-
it's making money.
At least Gunner, yeah. Gunner had an off day. He still made money.
And he made a lot more money than me too.
Yeah.
They all did.
Awesome.
I know a lot of them get paid league minimum, but that's still more than me.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, would you take league minimum?
I sure would.
Yeah,
I sure would.
I'd be the bullpen catcher. You know what I mean? But not for the guy. I'd be like the bullpen catcher.
Could I sue the Orioles for nepotism since Brandon Hyde's son's always the bat boy?
Is he really?
A lot of the time, yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
So it's the back of his jersey's Hyde 14. You would think it's
Oh, I never.
not all the time. It's just sometimes he's there, and I feel like that's unfair to the rest of the bat boys.
To the rest of it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What if I wanted that shit?
As a former bat boy of
For the
a
low
professional baseball team, I don't think you have what it takes.
Yeah.
I would know as.
How many
somebody-
times did Manny Machado yell at you?
Yeah, he never yelled at
No,
me.
I know.
No. Actually, Manny was really nice. I had no issues with him. Yeah, I don't think the only. I'd be honest. I don't know. Al Brumway's son was, I think, the
Al
only
Brumway.
one that was kind of a.
I have an autographed card from him from
Yeah?
Orioles Fan Fest back.
And Mike Devereaux was another one that was kind of a jerk. Sorry if that's anybody's favorite player, but I worked next to him for a while there. And but nicest person ever though, Mike Bordick, Ryan Miner, they were awesome. Ryan Miner was amazing. He's one of my favorite people on earth. He just passed away very year ago,
he did.
so that kind of stinks. So, but let's not get sad here. Yeah, last podcast was very down. This podcast is not. We're not going to let one bad game yesterday kind of ruin our little hype here. Because we lost, but I think we're still in first place, so that's pretty awesome.
Well, it's
By percentage points.
luckily we lose and the Yankees just keep losing now.
Yeah.
So our 3 wins really help us carry it up, and we're sitting, I think, comfortably in first place.
Comfortably.
I mean, I think if you asked any Yankees, a Yankees fan with common sense, which isn't a lot of them, but the few there are, I think they would say that they're not comfortable with where they are.
Yeah. It was funny, though. Today I was on listening to MLB radio, and they won yesterday. And this isn't a knock on Yankee fans. You don't have any control over this. But the radio is like, they're back. They're back. I'm like, you won one. Like,
Yeah.
like,
See, as
the Royals lost a couple. We dropped all the way to like 4th in the power ranking.
as an Orioles fan, I can tell you right now, you're not going to be back until Jahmai Jones is out of your active roster.
He's still on their active roster.
Yeah, the other day he was batting like 5th.
Really?
So I think
They always have that random dude, though.
that's true.
Yeah, I mean, and like Oswaldo.
Well, he at least was a
he's killing it.
prospect and stuff. Like
Oh, Jahmai Jones, he played for us, right?
yeah, he was our top prospect. I believe
Yeah.
we got him from the Angels or something
Yeah,
like that.
I think we're boring everybody. They don't care about
they
us.
don't. Don't get me on prospects. I'll
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, you go all day. All right, real quick, we're not going to dive too deep into the box scores today, but we had a pretty good series against the Texas Rangers, the team that swept us in the playoffs. We tried to sweep them in our first homestand with them this week. Corbin Burns started it out. We won the first game against John Gray, who gave the Orioles no credit at all. We won 11-2. John Gray said he could have hit the 7 pitches out that we
Which
did.
I will say he is the farthest home run by pitcher in Statcast. He had a 470-foot home run.
Really?
In Coors Field. So really, it's probably more like 440. That's still
He still had a bomb.
he's a pitcher. I guess he was a pretty good hitter in college or something
Yeah.
like that. But I think certain Orioles fans are taking that as a slight. And I think it's. Have you ever?
I think he was really mad.
Have you ever had a bad start and just been like, yeah, I just been terrible?
No.
It's not him discrediting us.
That was
It's him just tearing himself
I
down.
never threw a bad pitch.
Okay, and why did you play in college?
Moving on. All right, so
Uh,
the next game, the Orioles also is our second game in the series against the Rangers. Albert Suarez started. He looked great. We win 2-1 against Max Scherzer, who also looked pretty good.
Yeah.
And Kimbrel got his 18th save, so that was a pretty awesome day. Saturday, our third game in the series. This is one I'm really getting hyped up every time I see Cade Povich pitch. So I watched most of this game here. I watched most of every game here. But Cade Povich pitch, he did good. I mean, did good. He got the win. I believe that was his first one of the season.
It was.
He's now 1-2 with a 4 ERA. Kind of that first start sort of blew him
I think
up.
it's the stats are deceiving for him. He's not getting deep into games, but he's pitching quality ball at least.
Yeah, I think
it is what it is.
I think they might be trying to treat him like Tyler Wells, like how they wish they would have treated Tyler Wells, where Tyler Wells got super tired at the end of the season.
Yet again, I mean, he's still a rookie, so you got to think, I don't know if there's such thing as a pitch limit with players anymore, but like if there was, you don't want to wear him out in June and July and then not be able to rely on him late in the season.
Yeah, the big news here in this game is Kimbrel's second straight outing, and he did really well again.
Yeah.
He got his 19th save. Really well is a stretch. I think he had 2 walks this game. He got out of it. Right? Yeah, he made everybody nervous. We were all worried. The biggest thing I want to say about this game is you could kind of see the Texas Rangers start to get it going because it seemed like we'd homer, they'd homer, we'd homer. What's the biggest difference? Kershaw's grand slam. They didn't homer and score 4 RBIs on one swing on the bat. They would get like 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that sort of saved us. Kershaw, man,
He's
pretty awesome. A lot of fun to watch. And then Sunday, I was so excited all day. We finally got Sunday Night Baseball. To all my fellow Orioles fans, this doesn't happen very much because we're not the Dodgers. Even the Yankees don't get a ton of Sunday night. It's normally Dodgers, and it's so weird watching a Sunday night baseball game at 9 p.m. and it being daylight on a Sunday night baseball game. But Dodger fans, you have no control over that. It's just the media, whatever gives them more views. I get it. But I guess we didn't deserve Sunday Night Baseball because we got destroyed.
We sure did.
We lost 11-2. Cole Irvin, another terrible start. But one thing that really hurts me and kind of like not hurts me, just sucks. Nick Vespi looked real bad too. So 2 of Elijah's favorite people, not favorite people, people that Elijah really like, and I do too. I'm not a Cole Irvin hater. I'm very annoyed. And then I was hoping Nick Vespi would kind of step up, so maybe he could hold his spot a little bit stronger. No, I mean, he looked pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Nick Vespi, he's not really had a rough spot until here, so you give him the benefit of the doubt. Every reliever has their tough go, and I guess if there's going to be a game to have in this game, the whole team kind of just looked defeated too, though. It was bad. Corbin's starting to lose me, and it's a sad day. I mean, he rose his ERA to above a 4 now on the season, and
yeah,
it's looking bleak.
He had a rough month. I mean, I'll try to stay with you, and maybe let's say that he'll have a great July.
Yeah, and that's what Kramer should be coming back soon, and hopefully he comes in. And it's hard for me not to say that Irvin should get a rotation spot over Suarez. I think Irvin has more reputation with him, a good reputation that he's gonna be here. But the problem is, there's just the product on the field's not playable for a World Series hopeful team.
Yeah, I think the biggest difference, I don't know if this is what you're saying, but I'm going to go off of this, is I think Suarez doesn't have the ceiling that Irvin has.
100%.
Like, Suarez is going to give you a straight line. You know what I mean? It's A to B, where Irvin might give you way more. You know what I mean? So it's just, what you're going to get pretty much for Suarez. Whereas Irvin, you're like, dude, he might go, give up a hit through 7. You don't know what he's going to do. But the only thing that we don't have the bullpen for this right now, and this is kind of where a good middle relief pitcher would really help us, is like Irvin would be great. It's after the second inning you knew that he didn't have it and you pulled him right then because you had that long relief guy. Currently, we don't have that long relief guy that we trust. That's the difference. Like, if I'm trying to think of a guy in the past that we had kind of like that, but I can't.
Mike Wright Jr.
Yeah, well, he wasn't terrible though. Like, I mean, for middle relief, but then they'd start him, and that's when he wasn't. So we'll just look at the week ahead. We have the Seattle Mariners. We're actually going to their house. We have a pretty difficult. We've hit them at a good time in their rotation for them. They have George Kirby, pretty good pitcher. He's 7-5. But we have Grayson Rodriguez going against him. The next game is Logan Gilbert, and then the Orioles are doing their thing where they don't tell you who they're pitching. So we got.
You could see maybe Kramer slot in there.
Maybe. Oh yeah, I hope so.
That's why they label.
Yeah.
But I think this is completely off topic, but it's because you said the Mariners. Did you see what happened last night in the Mariners game?
I don't know.
Mitch Garver, their DH, got hurt.
Oh, it did.
And Luis Castillo had to bat in the 4th inning.
That's why he did, because he wasn't allowed to swing. Like, he just batted.
He just sat there and watched 3 fastballs down.
He wasn't allowed to. Yeah.
That's why. Do you don't everyone that said that this universal DH is stupid, don't you just miss watching that
Not at all.
3-pitch? No, it's stupid.
Not at all. I do miss like Clayton Kershaw hitting dingers.
That's true. Certain pitchers were good.
Yeah.
John Gray hitting a 470-foot home run would be awesome to watch.
I tell you, a guy that I used to like, Carlos Zambrano used to pitch for the Cubs. He would DH.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, so they talk about like Ohtani being the only one. I mean, okay, he wasn't Ohtani. I'm not saying that. But like, I've seen pitchers DH before.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things where I completely agree with you. I don't miss it. I think if you were to ask the normal fan, I think some of us forgot. We forgot.
Oh, I mean, but that's also you got to think as Orioles fans, we really never had to deal with that because universal DH I think works out for us. We don't have to worry about our pitchers hitting in the 4 or 5. Because think, back when without the universal DH, you played one division twice, so you played a max of 5 series on the road, and in National League Stadium, it's more now.
Yeah.
So you'd the risk of injury I think is higher, and it kind of just it sucks when you have, say, Ryan O'Hearn that can DH. Oh no, let's go send out Corbin Burns to bat, and the chances of him hurting himself is just the risk is too high.
Yeah, I feel like of all people, I think he can hit. Like I've never seen that. But he just looked like somebody.
You can't tell me Grayson Rodriguez can't pull one in the gap.
Yeah. Yeah, but...
Corbin cannot hit.
I was going to say Corbin striking him.
He cannot.
Yeah. That's funny. So, how do you feel over the... we'll pull myself back to the Texas Rangers series. How do you feel with that series since we didn't dive into the box scores like we usually do? You learn anything from that series?
I mean, I feel okay with all but one aspect of the team. Our offense was clicking a little bit. We faced some really good pitchers. I mean, you say, Max Scherzer pitched in the series. I know he just came off injury, but he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
without a doubt. Like we faced John Gray, who we lit up, had a 3 ERA on the season. He's like
he owned us a lot in the past.
Exactly, and we faced some really good pitchers, and we did really good against them. Obviously, in the last game, you're gonna have that game every once in a while and just get beat totally as a team. Sucks that it was primetime spot, but our bullpen's doing terrible. I would say, though, we called up someone that I've been interested in a while.
Okay.
Made his Orioles debut, Matt Crook. He didn't do great. Gave up the home run to allow Wyatt Langford to get the first cycle in MLB this year. But he didn't look great in his Orioles debut. Maybe it's nerves or something, or maybe he's just not going to be good at all. I could just be wrong on this. But I told you this before. I had a Matt Crook stout for you.
Okay, what you got?
So Matt Crook was originally signed by the Giants in 2016. How did he get out? Who did he get traded for? From the Giants. How did he leave the Giants? There was a massive trade.
There's a massive trade between the Rangers and the Giants?
No, not the Rangers. No. Matt Crook's on the Orioles.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yastrzemski.
No.
Okay.
So, the Tampa Bay Rays traded for Matt Crook, Christian Arroyo, Denard Span, and some other guy, Stephen Woods, for Longo.
Oh,
he was in the Evan Longoria trade in 2017.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. 2017. That's longer ago than I thought.
Yeah.
But he got sent to the Rays from there, ended up in the Yankee system, and then to us, and gave up a home run. But yeah, I thought that was interesting.
That is very interesting.
Evan Longoria is someone you don't think of too often, but that's
great third baseman.
Really great player. Yeah, no, it's not retired.
No,
real sign.
No, yeah,
yeah.
I don't know where he's gonna play
either.
Because I like Evan Longoria a lot, but I like Kobe Mayo better.
Oh yeah, no, I do too. Put him in AAA. You would draw.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Yeah. I did watch the AAA game yesterday. Yeah.
How bad was the production?
I mean, the announcer did really well.
Yeah.
The guy that the only problem is it's really hard for me to watch it when you don't hear the bat.
Yeah.
So you see everything, you hear the crowd, but there's no so
it definitely messes with you.
Yeah, but if you're the announcer of the AAA Norfolk Tide, he's really good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you're not taking Kevin Brown's spot because he's Kevin Brown, but I mean, anyway, you did awesome.
Yeah. The only other note from this, the past couple games I did like to make is that Ryan O'Hearn's been killing it.
Mm-hmm.
He had 3 hits on Sunday, which when you only score 2 runs is kind of impressive. All of them were against a left-handed hitter. He's only playing because something's happened to Ryan Mountcastle, and we don't know what it is. He hasn't played in the past 2 games. You definitely would have seen him get a start on Sunday because it was against a lefted-handed hitter. I don't know what it is. The Orioles haven't released anything.
Did you call Elias right now?
I did. He didn't answer.
Okay.
I left him a voicemail, though, trying to figure it out. I texted...
Probably at the beach or something.
I texted Ryan. He never said what it was. So...
First name basis?
Yeah, obviously.
Right.
I
Calls him Rye Rye.
I call him Rye guys. I'm sorry. But yeah. So Mountie, he may be. We just hope it's not like the vertigo.
Yeah.
Again, that would suck from last year, but we can move on from this series.
Okay.
I have some interesting notes though for the month of June that we all see probably as a bleak month. Not really. We were 17-12, which is a .586 winning percentage. That's not terrible.
Right.
And I did a little bit of math. I'm not a huge math guy, but I tried my best.
2 + 2 is 4.
And I set the June record 17-12 to an 87 game pace, which is 1 game more than what the Yankees have played this season. We would be 51-36. The Yankees would only be 3.5 games ahead of us if we played like our worst month by far of the season. And this is also, I wouldn't be a stretch to say that this is probably the toughest month of any team in baseball.
Yeah.
Like this was, these are the teams that we played that are just above 500. Braves, Phillies, Yankees, Rays.
Right. And that's 2 of the best teams in baseball right there.
Yeah. And then the Astros,
Yeah.
they're coming up. And then we played 2 teams that were below 500, the Rangers and Blue Jays. One's the defending world champions. One is the Blue Jays, who are struggling this year, but still good. These are all really, really good teams.
Right.
The worst record of any of these teams is 38-46 to date.
That's crazy.
That's the Rangers.
And the defending world champs.
The defending
who also did the same thing last year, then got hot and won the World Series.
Yeah. And their roster's not really any different.
Now, you see, like, it's been crazy because if you're out there, like, look at the standings. It kind of messes with you because I almost forgot who was in the World Series last year because you had the Diamondbacks who's not killing it. You have the Rangers who's not killing it. And yeah, it's baseball is crazy, man.
But I mean, we were 10-7 against. So I just did this. It's playoff teams and non-playoff teams.
Yep. The
teams that, as of today, at the season ended, who would make the playoffs? We were 10-7 against non-playoff teams, and we were 7-5 against playoff teams. That means you'd win a series against them.
Absolutely.
Like, that's all that means. And take into consideration the 7-5 against playoff teams, that's counting 2 games lost to the Guardians. Then that's all. You take away that if we win that series, we're 8-4 then. Say that. And 10-7, take away the sweep against the Astros, and we're really good there too. All of these are really good winning records.
Absolutely.
And then our probably best player this month is Anthony Santander.
Yeah.
Who had the third most. He hit 13 home runs in June, which is the most in the MLB for the month. And here's another little trivia: the most home runs in a month by a player was 20. In 1998, who was it, Cody?
Oh.
He played for the Orioles. He didn't do it with the Orioles, though.
Oh, he didn't?
He did it in the NL Central. That should be a huge hit. He played for the Cubs.
He played for the Cubs in this?
Yeah, and played for the Orioles later.
Derek Lee? No.
Sammy Sosa.
Oh, Sammy Sosa. Man!
That's your
one of my favorite players. I just didn't know you were hitting me right in the face with that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The most recent was Giancarlo Stanton hit 18 in 2017. Yeah, he did win an MVP that year, though. So that means Santander
win an MVP.
Yeah.
It's
you heard it here first.
Yeah, I tell you what, if he man,
that'd be. I mean, if he hits 13 home runs every month for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
But we hit the 3rd most home runs as a team ever.
That's
crazy. We hit 60. The 2023 Braves had a month where they hit 61. The 2019 Yankees had 74 in a month. That's all.
What year was the Yankees?
19.
2019. Oh, 2019. I was like 19. All right, 2019. Okay.
Yeah. So it's just we did really good.
Yeah. So a couple of things I want to jump on. So Anthony Santander, he had 13 home runs, 26 RBIs, batted a .264. Man, just on fire. I mean, the guy right under him is obviously Gunnar Henderson. He had 8 home runs, 17 RBIs. Both in those 2 categories, he's underneath of Santander. The biggest difference is Gunnar is batting a .342 throughout facing the best teams, right? I mean, the best teams in baseball, he's batting a .342. But one guy I want to make sure we're not forgetting about here, and you're going to think I'm crazy when I say this, because you're going to be like, how the heck are we forgetting about it? But Adley Rutschman is destroying the ball. He's batting a .290 on the month. This is for the month, not the season, guys. For the month of June, Adley Rutschman's batted a .290. He had 5 home runs, 18 RBI, so 1 RBI more than Gunnar. So it's just really impressed me. The biggest thing that Adley is kind of doing a little more than I thought he would. His strikeout numbers are up. He's 24 strikeouts.
But that is all of the Orioles this season. We're striking out more because the hitting approach that they've taken.
Yeah,
they're swinging a lot more. The only thing Adley doesn't do is swing at the first pitch, which I hate. But he's an MLB, not me.
Yeah, the craziest stat so far though is because Gunnar is the leadoff batter. I do hear a lot of people saying that maybe we move him away from the leadoff batter. Here's the issue: is he has 31 runs that he's scored. Okay, the next closest is 19 with Anthony Santander, which 13 home runs helps that 19.
Yeah. And this is last night on Sunday Night Baseball. I don't know who said it, but they couldn't have said it any better. Talking about Gunnar in the leadoff spot, they said people have wondered with all this power, can you move him? But you'll get more at bats.
Yeah,
if you want your best player on the team, you get as many at bats as possible. You'll get more likely 4 or 5 at bats. Yeah. You'll get 5 at bats almost every day leading off.
Yeah, the impressive part of that was Eduardo Perez. He's old school baseball, so he's from that era of there was like a Barry Larkin, certain guys like that, like not the power guys that would start at leadoff. So I guess even he's kind of seeing that.
Yeah,
pretty impressive. Another one guy I want to talk about that had a great month is Ryan O'Hearn. Just a massive month for him, batted at 321. Only 3 home runs, but 16 RBIs. That's kind of what I'm big on right now. It's the RBIs. Is when runners are in scoring position, are we getting them in? And every time Ryan O'Hearn comes up, I'm like, he's hitting the white line on right field.
Yeah,
like he pulls it, and it's a double, and the guy from first scores.
He always finds a way. He's sneakily been one of the best players in not just the Orioles in baseball this year.
Yeah. It's been impressive.
Yeah.
But I can't really leave this month yet until we talk about the guy that I'm really hoping gets some more playing time. Heston Kjerstad is absolutely destroying the ball. Over the past 6 games, he's batting a .438. Obviously, he has a grand slam.
Yeah.
That helps a lot. So 16 at bats with 7 hits. Just doing really well. Really excited for him.
Yeah.
I really hope they keep giving him chances.
I mean, I think he's forcing Hyde to put him in the lineup.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw last night he was facing a lefty and was batting 8th.
Yeah. So okay. So when we talked before this month started, who were we saying needs to start getting it going?
Before this month started?
Yeah.
Cowser.
Okay. Cowser. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But we were ready to get rid of Austin Hayes.
Oh, Hayes. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Would you know what his average was on the month?
I don't know, but it's good. He's been doing really good.
375.
Yeah.
Destroying the ball. So even Cedric Mullins 286.
He had a really good month.
Everybody. Yeah. So who's the guy that's struggling? Colton Cowser. So luckily Colton Cowser was so hot in the previous start of the season.
Yeah.
He's kind of keeping hold of that. He had 5 home runs, so his power's there. But he batted a 182 on the month. So that might kind of show you how he really had to make some adjustments, I think, over the past few weeks.
His strikeout numbers have been bad.
Yeah. So it's one of those things. Where's the strikeout numbers here? I can give it to you right now. Yeah, 24, but he has.
You think 24? We played 29 games in a month, and he didn't play every game.
Yeah,
he's striking out at least once a game.
You're right. Yeah, he has about 20 at bats less than Henderson, Santander, Rutschman, Westberg, Mountcastle. Yeah. So actually, what's crazy is Cowser has less at bats than O'Hearn.
Yeah.
Him and Seti have the most have the same number of bats. 77 on the month. Pretty crazy. Jump into our pitching really quick on the month because we're doing our month review. So obviously Corbin Burns pitched the most. He had 34 innings pitched. The one thing I was kind of hitting Elijah on that kind of surprised us is I just still don't feel super comfortable with Grayson. Like, I know that's not fair because he's going to be our ace probably next year. Okay, so they both pitched 5 games, started 5 games, okay? Corbin had 4 quality starts. Grayson had the 1 really bad start, so he had 3 out of the 5 quality starts. What's impressive to me is, guys, Corbin and Grayson both went 4-1 throughout this crazy stretch of baseball. They both gave up 30 hits. Corbin did a little better in the earned run average. He gave up 8, whereas Grayson gave up 14, mostly all in that one stupid 7-run game or whatever it was. Both of them gave up 5 home runs. Both of them walked 4. Both of them have 28 strikeouts.
Can we talk about how crazy it is to have 8 walks between, what was that, nearly 70 innings between 2 players?
Oh, that's crazy.
8 walks.
Yeah, 65 innings. 8 walks.
That's I did realize
That's insane.
there was a streak there. I think it was a 5 or 6 game streak for Orioles starting pitchers to not allow a walk
Really?
in a start until Irvin pitched on Sunday.
Wow. And so Grayson does have one thing over Corbin, and that's K per 9 innings. Grayson has 8, and Corbin has 7.4, so he's beating him by.
But I think the one thing you have to think of with Corbin is that he's good enough of a pitcher that he'll pitch to contact more to go longer into games. Because can you imagine how good you have to be to know that instead I'm not going to strike you out, I'm going to get you out other ways so I can pitch an extra inning.
Yeah. I just thought it was pretty awesome because I didn't know they were that close.
Yeah. I mean, he's been really good besides his one bad start.
Yeah. So just, I guess he didn't sprinkle his bad starts out. He just didn't. He just let that one ride it, right? But so a couple things there I thought was really, really awesome to see. If we want to talk about the good and the bad, obviously I'm not trying to just put Elijah down here, but Cole Irvin's the bad. He 1-3 on the month, and just really, really struggled.
He had a rough month.
Yeah, so
he doesn't like the warm weather.
No. He pitched 30 innings and had 21 earned runs against him. So
it's been rough.
Yeah, pretty rough. I mean,
it's been rough for Swervin.
I don't really know what else to say there.
I think he's on a very, very short leash.
Yeah,
very short.
It's just crazy because if I were to change it to the last month, it's totally different.
If you were to change it to last month and say he's not going to be a starter soon, we'd be calling you a crazy.
Yeah, it's a bummer for him.
I mean, it's crazy how volatile the position could be and how just quickly you can switch up.
Yeah. I mean,
and it might just be he had a rough month. He might come back, and by this time next month, we're talking Cy Young candidate Cole Irvin. Like, you think that's crazy, but last month it could have been a Cy Young candidate.
Last month he was 3-1, did really well, right? Had how many in his 3-1? How many earned runs did he give up? 4, 5. That's good. No, that's good, right? It's just, boy, it just blew up on us. But why did he do so much worse? Look who he had to face.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where I was watching. I know I'm not trying to go off on a tangent here, but I was watching the Cubs game the other day, and they were talking about how they had to sprinkle in Kyle Hendricks and facing not the elite teams.
Yeah.
But you have those guys. You still have to use them. Give your other pitchers a break. So it's one of those things where Cole Irvin, you know what? If I can pull this up really fast, I mean, if you look at the future schedule, I mean, there is times where we can get him in there. We face the Marlins this month. We face the A's this month. It's just there are times the Cubs. There are places where we can get him in, and I think he will do well. We face the Yankees. Let's make sure he doesn't happen to be there during that series. And then there's the All-Star game. He won't be there.
Not going.
Oh, that's funny. Sorry, too soon. But anyway, so I was just, I'm going to be the opposite of what Elijah thinks I am. Is I'm going to give him another chance. I want him to face somebody that's not elite. He's not going to face the Mariners, but face the A's. He has to destroy the A's.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yes,
to show that he can hold his place.
Yeah, and I think it's just going to be interesting with Kramer coming up with. They do, whether they temporarily go to a 6-man rotation.
I think they could.
I mean, you could definitely see that and test out Irvin again, test the waters, or send him to the bullpen. Or call up Chase McDermott, have him make his debut as a spot start, which really sucks to do to a guy, but have a spot start in place of Irvin and just give him a week and a half off.
Yeah, I mean, I still think, I know we talked about this, it feels like a year ago, but it wasn't a month or so ago. Before every pitcher on our team I felt got hurt. But I mean, I still would love to see them go to a 6-man rotation, but keep Corbin on 5.
Yeah, and I mean, you could do that with Irvin.
I know
coming in,
I agree.
And then going back to the bullpen.
I agree.
Just coming in because, I think you could do that with almost Grayson and Corbin on 5.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you could figure that out. How that?
I think the only reason is Grayson's age. I think Corbin. This is our 1 year with him. Use him up. I'm not saying ignorant, but that's how baseball is.
Yeah, it's a business.
Yeah. So hey guys, we're gonna do something fun here. So we're gonna do our awards for last month.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't think there's any crazy, any crazy arguments here. We're gonna go through Cy Young, MVP, Best Reliever, Gold Glove, and our our July, what do we call it? Not surprise pick.
It's our
you got a better one than that.
July breakout.
July breakout
Yeah.
player. That's who we think's gonna like get it going even more. Who's your Cy Young, Elisha?
Well, I really love the guy. I mean, he's just been showing. It's Corbin. No, I'm kidding. It's Corbin Burns.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's who yours is. It's hard to not. The guy, he's got a 2.28 ERA. He's gained 2.5 B WAR through the season already. He's pitched 17 games, 106.2 innings. That's on pace to pitch over 200 innings this year. On pace to break close to 200 strikeouts. He's got a 1.031 WHIP. Like
yeah.
You could throw out any stat you want, and
Yeah.
he's going to be on the good side of it.
I agree.
Or you could even say, in his worst start of the season, he threw 7 innings. In his worst start, he gave up 4 runs through 7 innings. Like that's, it's just
Who was that against? I don't remember who that was
the
against.
Tampa.
Was it?
Or wait, was it Tampa? No, sorry, it was Houston.
Houston. Okay. Which everybody did bad.
But yeah, so it's
And that's mine too. I mean, I guess I'm not gonna go through it again. The argument you can have is Grayson. You know what I mean? Because it's our pick for Cy Young, so it's not always stat wise. You watch the Cy Young award at the end of the season. It's who are you most confident in? Who is just the best game manager? The next one we're gonna go with is MVP.
Yeah, Aaron Judge. No, I'm MLB Network now.
Oh yeah, right. You are. You sound like him.
It's Gunner. I think without a shadow of a doubt, it's him. He's
MVP of the season or the month?
MVP of, but well, are we doing season or month?
Whichever one you
I
want.
thought we were doing season.
I was doing season too.
Yeah,
I was just curious.
No, but I mean, both. He'd be probably MVP of the month too.
Yeah, probably.
But I mean, he's batting 288 on the year. He's got a 989 OPS, 183 OPS plus. His on base is crazy. He's got 58 RBIs, 73 runs on the year. He's 13 stolen bases. He's stealing some bags. 26 home runs.
Yeah.
His defense is outstanding. I mean, he's on pace to have one of the best shortstop seasons of all time.
Right.
He could potentially break a shortstop home run record set by Alex Rodriguez this season if he gets hot a little bit. Like he's outstanding.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm pulling up real quick the Orioles batting stats for 2023 before the All-Star break. I just want to kind of give everybody a rundown here. This is kind of cool. Mine also, before I do that, is Gunner. But my month one, if I were to do a month one, was Anthony Santander. But anyway, so last year, before the All-Star break, Gunnar Henderson is batting a 246 with 13 home runs. Isn't that crazy?
Let's also remind you that's 246 is good because he got hot this last couple
he did.
Because the first month and a half or so, he was batting like a 150.
Yeah, I mean,
everyone was saying to send him back down.
They sure were. He had 92 strikeouts before the All-Star break. But yeah, so pretty awesome. I mean, like I said, I do also think that Gunnar Henderson is the MVP. I think your argument though can be 2 other people, which is Adley and Anthony Santander.
You could even throw Ahern in there.
You could put Ahern. I mean, if you want, you put Westberg in there. But if there's only one guy I want, like when you go to the Orioles game, you want to make sure you're not getting a soft pretzel when the first slot comes up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So you want to make sure, especially first one of the game, because you may, I've been there. I've been 4 or 5 games. I've seen him hit 2 leadoff home runs.
Yeah.
So odds are pretty good. So, but yes. So I mean, pretty exciting times. Who is your best reliever? This is a hard one because we're just kind of pulling a hat out.
I really didn't.
Pulling a name out of the hat.
I didn't like this, but I picked Jacob Webb.
Jacob Webb.
I really didn't want to, but there's really no one else. I mean, he's at a 2.97 ERA. Not terrible. He's pitched in 40 games, which is quite a bit.
Yep.
I mean, his stats are just not excellent, but it is what it is. I mean, how about this? He's pitched in 40 games, 36 in the 3rd inning. That's not great. Why did I bring that up? Then, I mean, he's given up 12 earned runs. That's not terrible. 36 strikeouts is good.
Yeah.
He's just, I don't know. His whip's kind of high. His FIP's not great, but he's probably.
All right, you let Jacob Webb. Okay, that sounds fun. All right, all right. I'm gonna go with a guy that I feel the exact same with as you do with Jacob Webb, but I'm gonna go with Craig Kimbrell. I am always really mad every time he comes up the pitch or comes into pitch. Sorry, but guys, I know he's been struggling, and I have no argument for you to try to tell you that he's awesome because I struggle with that myself. But if I can look at the month of June, because I'm going to go with the month here, okay? He has 6 saves in the month of June. He pitched 10 times, okay? So 9.1 innings, okay? So one time I guess he came in, got 1 out. So, all right, so out of 9 innings, he gave up 1 run, okay? 13 strikeouts in 9 innings, all right? So I don't know. He can't do any more than that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like picking a reliever here is just
But I mean,
comparing the bad parts and just
but you went a whole month and gave up 1 run.
That's pretty good. He had a really good month that really brought him back.
Yeah.
How about what's your Gold Glove winner for the?
This is tough. So I mean, I had 2 people, but I'll give you my real one because you get mad at me when I do that. I'm saying Jordan Westburg because my favorite Jordan Westburg is Jordan Westburg at second. I love his second base. I also love Mateo at second. But I as a whole rounded baseball player, I really like Jordan Westburg playing second base.
Westburg's probably gonna play second more long term.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think
Mayo's gonna play third. Cody.
Okay. Well, I mean, where's Holiday play?
He's getting no.
No,
I'm kidding. He's not. I don't.
What would you do
if
we came in next time and a Holiday for a Crochet? I would lose it.
No. If you're trading Holiday, you need someone good.
He's like Mookie Betts getting this.
No, I'm not even required that. But you know who I take? Send Jackson Holiday to the Dodgers for Tyler Glasnow. He's got a 5-year contract, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Oh my God.
They have to take 75% of their contract. He's hurt right now, though. So he's not that good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, so who's your Gold Glove?
Colton Cowser.
Yeah, I see. That was my second guy.
Yeah. And I have the stats to back it up.
Oh my God.
Oh, trust me. So he is third. He's tied for second, actually. Sorry, in Major League Baseball for success rate added, and that's if you take all of your plays as a total, what's the estimated success rate that you'll have? And how much times do you exceed that? So if there's a play...
You're such a nerd.
Shut up. Look, I'm sorry that I'm not picking a boring answer. I'm giving you factual reasons why I'm right.
Okay.
He has 9 outs above average, which is top 10 in baseball. He's killing it on defense. Mm-hmm. He's killing it specifically in left field. That's his much better position. He's also played much more innings there. But his success rate in center field is amazing. He is an amazing center fielder statistically. His arm is a little bit lacking for center field. That's the one problem. But he has 2 defensive run saves. That's the only stat that doesn't really like him. But I don't know. He's really, really good this year defensively. And I think that's kind of what's helping him stay on the team too. He's been a better defender than Cedric Mullins this year, which is crazy to say, but he has been.
Yeah. I was listening to an interview with him. He was saying that was his main goal, was to get better in the field. He thought that last year that was a big hiccup of him. And I mean, Heston Kjerstad said the exact same thing. So I guess our AAA coaches.
If you go back to us, I'm sure we said it multiple times. And during spring training, we weren't sure who was our second outfielder, who was our center fielder going to be other than Mullins.
Yeah.
That's Cowser.
I don't disagree. And on my pick, I have Jordan Westburg or Colton Cowser.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't pick Cowser.
Yeah, I should have. And then I should have took all your stats. Well, I knew all them.
No, you didn't.
I had all them right in my head.
Where'd you find it out?
On the internet, the interweb.
The interweb.
You know, back on that World Wide Web. You know,
did you have to tell someone put down the phone so you could dial it up?
Oh my gosh, you don't even know what you're saying.
Yeah, I do. How was I wrong?
Moving on to our July surprise pick or whatever we're calling it, the breakout player. You want me to go first?
Sure, you can go first.
All right. So this guy did well this month, but I think this is when he's going to become a guy that we don't like stress out about anymore. Is I think Cedric Mullins is back. Yeah. I really think that he'll be the guy that is our center fielder. You know what I mean? It's just he's notoriously known to start off bad. And I think he's going to come through. It seems like never do we ever feel like he's an all-star at the all-star break. But at the end of the season, we feel like he should. You're like, oh, he wasn't an all-star, was he? That's crazy. So that's my surprise pick. I really think that he's going to get it going. We saw it this past month. I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah. I'm picking someone I just talked about, Colton Cowser.
Yeah.
I think his bat's starting to look a lot better. He hits the ball really, really hard. He just strikes out a lot.
Yeah.
And that's his main problem. He just strikes out. But
he hit a home run against Max Scherzer. It was possibly the ugliest swing I've ever seen.
He hit it, what, 440, something
amazing.
like that.
I love it. When people have bad swings and good outcomes come out of it, that's a good baseball. Like, that's a dangerous dude.
Yeah, like I think he's going to slowly start finding it again. His defense is there. His power's still there. He's just got to start putting the bat on the ball on off-speed pitches more.
Yeah.
I think he's going to find. I think it's just I feel like every young player you see doesn't just consistently do good. It's like kind of waves. Maybe you'll come up like he did and have a really bad start last year, and then come up this year and set the world on fire.
Yeah.
And then people start figuring it out and realize that they just aren't going to throw fastballs to you because you can't hit changeups.
Yeah.
And they do that, and then you have to adjust. And it's once you make that adjustment again, that second adjustment, that's when you're set. And I think that's what's coming soon.
I'm excited. I mean, I hope you're right, and I also hope we're still talking about Heston Kjerstad because I'm hoping that he comes.
You want me to make you sad real quick?
Oh gosh.
If your breakout player starts doing good, how do you think we're getting a starting pitcher?
Yeah.
Cowser's defense in center field's good, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I real quick, guys, not to bore you. One thing that scared me, I called Elijah last week, because they were doing MLB Network was doing projected trades, like the analyst was, and one was a general manager. So these aren't dumb, right? I mean, they're not.
I researched and knew it after you look at it was fan suggested trades that the GMs were going over.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
because I saw one. So across the ticker came a trade, and it was Heston Kjerstad.
It was Kjerstad, Norby.
Oh, okay.
It was Kjerstad, Norby, Povich,
and Beavers.
Yeah, Beavers. That's what it was.
For Crochet.
No. Was it?
Yeah, it was a White Sox guy.
Yeah. Was it Crochet? I didn't think it was.
It was either Crochet or the other one.
I don't remember who it was for.
And I was like,
was it Fetty?
No.
Okay.
But it was for one of the White Sox pitchers, and I'm like, oh God, no! Like, we just gave up everything for that, because I just keep feeling like I'm so nervous about, like, guys, if stay with me if you like have been a Royals fan for a while, but a while ago we made a trade for Bud Norris, who was the Astros' best pitcher, right? Do you know why he was the Astros' best pitcher?
Because they were bad.
They were bad. And Bud Norris, he was on our team. We gave up a little bit for him. I don't know I don't remember. But but he had years on his contract, and we kept him, and man, it just wasn't a good trade.
I remember what it was. It was the trade proposal was Crochet, but the GM said it was only possible if they threw in like Kopech or someone else.
Oh, okay.
Which I still think
I don't want either one. No, well, I don't, that's not true. I would like one of them, but I don't want that.
No, what we'll do is we'll wait in the off season to sign him, and then he'll become the second coming of Ubaldo Jimenez.
Oh God, no. All right, moving on. We have some cool news. If you watched Sunday Night Baseball last night, I was trying to be so fast on putting it out there.
Yeah.
But Gunnar Henderson will be in the home run derby this year. Last year we had Adley Rutschman. This is pretty cool. So as an Orioles fan, guys, I'm not used to this. So I was looking at the All-Star ad, like not the home run derby, the All-Star ad. The first two guys in the front, Adley Rutschman, Gunnar Henderson. Let's go. Normally used to, guys, like I'd watch a MLB commercial, an ad. There's no Oriole anywhere.
I saw a commercial today, and it had like Corey Seager on it, who's not even a finalist.
Oh, really? That's funny. But yeah, so anyway, Gunnar Henderson will be in a home run derby. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited to see him. I always get so nervous because I'm like, come on, like I want us to feel proud.
Well, it's like I know I saw a lot of Yankees fans saying, "Oh, he's not going to be good after this because of allowing him to judge it when he did it and stuff like that after he won." But I mean, Adley was perfectly fine last year after he did it.
That was fun. That was fun to watch.
But there are new rules in the Derby.
There are new rules. Kind of wondering how this is going to go. I'm excited for it because I don't take the home run derby that seriously. I just kind of like to watch them crush it. So trying to pull this out. So at the beginning there isn't a head-to-head like there used to be. Now it's sort of like they
all 8 just go in random order, basically.
Yeah.
And it's the top 4 from that move on to the next round, and they're putting the seeds based on their the amount of home runs they hit. There'll be number 1 seed versus number 4, then number 2 versus number 3. But the one difference that I did see is this first round that you're seeing is going to be 3 minutes like before, but 40 pitches.
Yeah, that's weird.
I think I think it's going to make it more interesting, though, because who wants to sit there and watch you take 3 pitches in a row because you need a breather?
Yeah.
I think it's going to make it that the pitchers have to be on point. And I know Gunnar was talking, they were asking him on Sunday Night Baseball when they were interviewing him while he was in the field, saying that he's going to hold tryouts for his pitcher between like Mac Borschulte and a couple other guys from the Orioles to figure out who's going to be. Just don't bring Adley's dad.
Yeah.
That was bad. But I mean, it's going to be definitely interesting. The pitch limit's going to add something. Bonus pitches no longer have a timer now.
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, the last time they made a change for the Home Run Derby, I thought it was the best change they've ever made. As I grew up, Elijah, basically what it was you got 10 outs.
You realize that changed in 2015.
Yeah, I know you're like a kid. You're like
I was
3.5.
I was 10.
But so and then they would like stop. Yeah, well, it took forever. So I do like the timer, the 40 pitch limit. Maybe that's good. Maybe it doesn't even matter. But we'll see. I'm excited for it. It's coming. I mean, I always make sure I watch Home Run Derby. I know, like, even you come over, sometimes we'll watch it. To me, the Home Run Derby is more fun than the All-Star Game. And, it's just that the All-Star Game doesn't mean anything. But I will say NHL's All-Star Game is the best one. MLB is right second. Like, we're right under it.
Like the NFL and NBA.
And NFL doesn't have an all. Yeah, they're terrible. We're not watching Flag Bowl. So,
it's just, all right. No, NHL, the skills competition, all that stuff. We should definitely have like accuracy and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Can you imagine like pick your 5 best center fielders and they have to make
they have to hit a box behind home plate.
Yeah. But you have to hit the cap of a water bottle and spin it off. Wouldn't that be sick?
And you win $5 million to do that.
That would be pretty crazy.
That would, yeah. No, but wouldn't that be cool though? Fastest times around the bases.
For real.
Wouldn't it be cool to see Ellie De La Cruz, Trey Turner, and Corey Seager's not fast. I was talking about times around the bases.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
That's why I said Ellie De La Cruz, Trey Turner.
I'll be honest with you, I got Corey Seager and Trey Turner mixed up in my head. That's awkward.
You know who should get out? Kyle Seager.
No, let's do the opposite. Let's do the slowest.
The slowest.
So Kyle Schwarber.
Absolutely. Giancarlo Stanton.
Oh man, he's a loser. Kyle Schwarber can beat Stanton. I bet that.
Gary Sanchez. I'm trying to think of who in MLB is gonna have like
the 0 speed guy.
Bring out Yasiel Puig.
Do you remember like
out of nowhere?
He'd be an MLB show and Miguel Cabrera would come up and like nothing. Like
I remember it was a couple years ago. It was the first time I've ever seen a 0 speed. They actually had 0 speed.
You're walking to first base.
Yeah, basically.
They
can't even make a graphic run that slow.
Moving on to just a future outlook really fast on the month of July. We have a series coming up for the 2nd through the 4th with the Seattle Mariners in Seattle. And then we go to Oakland, the Oakland Coliseum with their 13 fans there.
The last time that the Orioles will ever play there.
That's crazy. We have the Oakland A's matchup. And then we'll face Chicago right before. We'll either be in the Chicago series or right before the Chicago series next time we do a podcast. And then we get ready for the Yankees. And this is how your news is going to go, everybody, is if the Orioles struggle against the Yankees, the All-Star game is going to talk about how the Yankees are going to win the World Series. So be ready for that. If the Yankees lose to the Orioles, they're going to talk about how the Phillies will win the World Series.
Or how the Yankees can trade for someone.
Yes,
series.
Absolutely. So some fun things. I mean, so anyway, we got Yankees right before the All-Star games. Then we got the Rangers again. Then the Miami Marlins. We should win that series. But then we got the Padres. A little nervous about that because the Padres are doing very well. And then we will face the Blue Jays, who we've usually done pretty well. On the 29th, there is a doubleheader. So if there's a time to go watch the Orioles game, try to go to July 29th. That's a single admission doubleheader. So that's kind of, I might try to do that, to be honest with you.
Take it with you.
Yeah, right. So anyway, make sure you watch as many games as you can. But also, guys, if you have any questions for us, or you just want to reach out, please make sure you follow us on. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on X, we're on YouTube. Subscribe, guys, and we can't wait to see you guys next week. Hopefully, we're still in first place at this time next week. But if we're not, guys, remember how we were last year. We're gonna get going. It's gonna be okay. And the Orioles are playing great baseball. So we won 102 games last year and lost in the first round. We're going to make the playoffs this year. I don't care how we make it. And we're going to miss wide. Yeah, we don't get swept. Yes, absolutely. All right, guys. I'm Cody. This is Elijah. Thank you all for watching another episode. We'll see you next time. See ya.